Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Robin Hood, Defender of the Crown. How's it going? It is the British Runner here, or Slice of a Weagle for anyone that knows me on this channel, or the veterans of this channel. Anyway, basically the reason why we're making a new Let's Play for this video is because in the last video I had a next time sort of sneak peek of the next video sort of thing, and that never came to pass. So without further ado, instead of just basically, what do you call it, confusing you guys, I thought I'd make a new Let's Play, which means I'm going to be pretty much doing exactly the same thing as I did in the first episode, except from a few things may be different. Certain AIs or certain characters may be different in the actual game. So let's continue, shall we? 3, 2, 1, let's go.
It is the dawn of a new day in England. A new era of peace. The country stands unified, free from the rebellion of years past, while military triumphs abroad have made England a power unrivaled among the nations of the world. Towns flourish in this time of growth and prosperity, becoming influential centers of trade, and the people grow strong under a firm but gentle yoke. And in this magical realm, not one slave's mind harbors rebellion, not one peasant's dreams bend murderous, and the lips of every lord affirm as king the man who thieved the crown. You would have us believe this rot, John Lachlan?
Come, John. Surely you must have known we would require proof of Richard's death before we'd give consent to have you crowned king.
I'd sooner crown a cockerel than this liar. King Richard languishes in a foreign cell, awaiting ransom still. All England knows his brother John's intent is not to free him.
What proof is there that Richard lives? We have John's word that he does not.
And even if Richard were alive, who among us would have his return? Longsword? Richard's fate is of no consequence. The fate of England, however, is. And while I live, this clumsy child will not be seated upon England's throne.
Who then, Wulfric the Wild? You?
Better die than you, Martin Rampain.
Has it come to this, then?
Gods, these men are traitors. We would they were executed. Made it.
What is the meaning of this?
A new day in England, indeed.
Meanwhile, in Sherwood Forest, Robin Hood prepares to rid another wealthy merchant of his ill-gotten gold, unaware of this merchant's influence with the Sheriff of Nottingham. Let's go. As it be said that I am not great with archery. Gotcha. Oh well, still got 160 gold.
Outstanding. This sum will be put to good purpose.
Oh yeah.
And then the scoundrels' men moved in on my wagons, making off with the remainder of my earnings. They led me to their encampment, mocking me the while, and then they tied me to a chair until nightfall, when all was served with a dinner I paid a week's, month's profit for. I trust the meal was filling. This is the second time I've been waylaid by Robin Hood in as many months. Will you do nothing? Have I been misinformed? Are you or are you not the Sheriff of Nottingham?
Robin Hood has been a thorn in my side for quite some time. Believe me, if it were that easy to have him brought to justice, I would have.
Ah! A month ago you said the same. If King Richard won't
King
absent from
John,
the throne...
merchant, and well you would be to remember it.
Well, then, I'll bring my grievances to him. If that's what you suggest, you'll find I have many friends of influence, Sheriff. If you're unable to handle your responsibilities, I'm sure King John would come to hear
Not
of it.
between myself and the king. For it is to him I answer, and to him alone, and not some petty money-loving merchant and his nasty little friends.
I didn't mean to...
If you wish Robin Hood captured, then I recommend that you arm yourself with a stout cudgel and seek to brain him yourself. For with the entire country at war, King John will not spare the men necessary to cleanse Sherwood of villainy.
I see. Well, if it's men you need, as I've said, I've friends of influence. Just say the word and I'll have an army at your doorstep by lunchtime.
Never have I entered Sherwood with such a force. Yes, very well. With an army we will march upon the outlaw encampment, and with a show of arms we will have our satisfaction. You are indeed more useful than first I supposed, merchant.
Likewise, Sheriff. Likewise.
Alright then, guys, let's get into this. Start raiding the sheriff. No, I don't need to. I don't need to see that. Damn it, really?
Sleep well.
Well, we got 100 from that. Still pretty good.
Uncle Will Scarlet, what brings you here? I thought you were off prowling for dinner guests to fill our table. And our coffers.
I was until I came upon one of your men.
Not entirely surprising, is it?
We do live here. The Sheriff of Nottingham marches on Sherwood in force.
His advance is sooner than I had expected. Little John?
Gathers as many men as he can find. He sent scouts are looking for you.
When have they ever found me?
I will make your position known to them. You shall have your men shortly.
That's John Dawes.
Yeah, let's John Dawes. It's correct.
Let's see what England has to...
Let's go raid him again.
You're nothing but a sissy, ain't you?
The pleasure was all mine.
Nice, we had a perfect run.
Pardon me, sir, but could you direct me to the nearest constable? My friends and I are quite drunk, and we look for a fight.
Follow the arrows. How many men does the sheriff field, John?
An army marches with him. More men than I've ever seen him marshal.
Where did he find them all? Not in Prince John's backyard.
Aye, for we have intercepted every letter the troublesome sheriff has sent to the prince. Not one of his requests for troops and armaments has passed through Sherwood without our pens upon it.
From elsewhere then comes this army. I suppose we'll have to have them all for dinner. Anything less would be bloody inhospitable. How many of our men do you bring, John?
Enough.
They are ready?
They will do whatever you require of them.
Then let us begin. For I've thought of a new way to humble the sheriff when this is over.
But I think I'm gonna raid him once again. Damn it, you asshole.
Sleep well.
need any tutorials. We've been through this already. Sheriff retreated. Like a little sissy.
Robin, what the devil is going on here? In your last letter to me, you swore that it would be at least a month before the sheriff would make his advance.
I misjudged how long it would take for the sheriff to be bullied into action. There's a first time for everything.
Obviously, you fooled yourself into thinking that setting yourself up for disaster is somehow a trivial matter. And of course, none of your friends pointed out that perhaps it would not be such a good idea to rob such a well-connected merchant.
He deserved it.
And evidently you've forgotten that the sheriff serves a new master. He's far more worried about John's opinion than he was Richard's.
Alright then, let's do it.
Hey, where shall they march? Hey, mate. Where shall they be assigned? Spend as much as you need. We can always steal more.
Yeah, we can.
Yes, Robin. Where shall they march? Hey, mate. Where shall they march?
Oh yeah.
Yes, Robin. Where shall they march?
Nice. Flawless victory. Oh, really? You raided me? You asshole. Got it back though, didn't I?
Yes, Robin. Where shall they march?
Hell yeah. Ah, that's what we call victory.
So did the merry men soundly defeat their nemesis, that rascally scoundrel, the Sheriff of Nottingham, once again. And of his person they did thus. They bound him firmly to an ass, in the fashion they'd fixed a felled deer.
Being sure to have attached a letter to the wicked sheriff's wife, gifting her with said ass.
The sheriff or his steed?
The donkey, of course. Of the two, the more useful and the less an ass.
Better we should kill him than expect his company in another 2 weeks' time.
Stay, Will. We are, as always, gracious hosts.
We need to talk.
A moment, love. Farewell, Sheriff, until next we meet.
If your gaping mouths could trap merchants' purses, we'd be far better served. Back to your posts, you wretches.
Nothing but a sham.
Oh, someone's not happy.
As we speak, battle rages across the land, bringing ruin to England.
I like that. She says battle rages across the land, ruining England, bringing ruin to England. But when we go to, you know, the map, there's no counties that have been. Every single lord has one county, and that's it. And that's their home county. You know.
Whose backs their masters bend to better make them footstools.
Already
It's basically like the start of a Total War
from the
game.
rich and give to the poor?
And what do you give them, Robin? Gold that the tax collector will take? Come next the king demands his due?
What more can be done? Unless I were to conquer England myself, nothing would be... You want me to conquer England, don't you?
I would you save England, yes.
Marion...
If it is not in you to protect the lives of innocents, then think on this. There is a great wrong in the land. There is something perverse about the whole of this. You know this should not be, and I believe you know as well what you must do.
You worry too much about too many things.
And you worry too little.
I've no need to. Things have a tendency to fall into place, dear Marion.
Because people push them, my dear idiot. This is not natural, Robin. There is a foulness to the air that confuses the land, while the crown rests on a head not fit to bear it. If you will not act for me, then act because you are...
No, I will deny you nothing. Very well, then. Robin Hood marches at the command of his lady.
Oh, really? Then I have a couple more commands for you.
I live to serve.
But come, there is someone whom you must meet.
Awesome.
Wilfred?
My lady.
Robin, this gentle knight is Sir Wilfred of Ivanhoe, who has pledged to aid you in your venture.
I, Wilfred of Ivanhoe, son of Cedric, Duke of Rotherwood, make offer to you, styling yourself Robin Hood, of my services, leaving it with your nobleness to retain or to ransom the same according to your pleasure.
Robin!
A pleasure, Wilfred of Ivanhoe, to make your acquaintance.
Sir Wilfred is a knight of no small renown, whose connections with the court shall come in handy, given this new state of affairs.
I shall do whatever is within my power to serve England and her true King Richard, though it means my allies must necessarily be of dubious character.
Wilfred!
I will not make my discomfort unknown. It is better that the company I keep knows the ground upon which I stand. I like not to traffic with outlaws, Robin Hood.
Neither do I.
Please, Wilfred, if you would, take the time to acquaint Robin with your knowledge of the land. He is, I'm afraid, like a babe in the woods, new to such strange things as strongholds, tournaments,
I'm not.
and all things political.
Thank you, but I think I'll somehow manage.
See? He knows not the meaning of a politic response. But I must take my leave, Robin. Unlike Wilfred, I cannot use my position at court to aid you directly. But of course, there are other ways, though they involve a certain degree of, risk. I shall, however, return at times to keep you abreast of current matters of interest.
Keep me too.
Farewell, Wilfred.
My lady.
Robin.
So, Wilfred of Ivanhoe, what have you to show me?
Yes, please.
Civil war has erupted in the land, and each ruling lord...
Let's find out who we're going to be fighting.
Nottingham, your home county and seat of power. Protect it as you would your life. For if lost to a rival lord, your lands and armies are forfeit, and your enemies are many, Robin. Lord Mark de Rampagne, not a more devious Norman servant in all of England. He dons the mantle of a whimpering courtier while he spies and assassins remove his enemies in the dead of night. He will find England as a new world, now that war is to be fought on the battlefield and not from the shadows of court. Lord Geoffrey Longsword, a Saxon noble well known for his courage and personal skill in the field of battle. There may be better generals than he, but few could claim the admiration his soldiers have for their leader. Lord Philip Malvoisin, a crude Norman brawler who plays at war as if his armies were tools for his own amusement. He cares little for the losses his men suffer, for he enjoys the excitement of a bloody siege even when a more diplomatic solution would be sufficient. Lord Thomas Oldcastle, of a Saxon bloodline that can be traced back to our warriors that crossed the Channel to fight for Prince Vortigern against the Celts during the Roman withdrawal from England. Thomas has grown old and nervous without a true heir to his line. Prince John, brother to our King Richard Coeur de Lion and usurper of the throne of England. John is the shadow to Richard's fire and light. He has always hated his brother for this. Now with our king held prisoner in Austria, the The jealous sibling would steal the crown and the power he would never claim on his own.
Ah, yes, John, the cause of all this uproar. Like the thorn in the lion's paw, Marion would have me pluck and remove him from the throne. Very well, Wilfred. Let's get started.
Aye, Robin.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
With the royal council in disarray, several of England's earls had garrisoned their counties in preparation for war. Breaking all oaths of fealty, they will guard their lands against conquest until the rightful king is seated upon England's throne.
Fellow upstarts, eh? I wonder if each has their own Marion whispering warrior.
There are several counties of strategic importance. The quarries of the north produce some of the best stone in all of England. Holding York will ease the cost of building the strongholds you require to defend your lands. At the heart of England, you will find many stout men, makings of fine soldiers. Holding Warwick will allow you to hire an army of footmen quickly and for less gold. The Welsh are excellent archers, which we discovered at high cost during our first battles with them. If you hold Cardigan, I am sure your gold will go farther in adding ranks of archers to your army. The last resting place of Joseph of Arimathea and Grail, Crusader knights make their pilgrimage to the church of Glastonbury near the Somerset. Holding this county and providing for the church will put you in favour with many knights, prompting their service for a more modest fee. The timber gathered for the shipping lanes of the channel will also serve well for constructing siege equipment. Holding Canterbury will allow for cheaper construction of catapults.
Controlling these counties will surely benefit us. Thank you, Wilfred.
Yep, to become the defender of the crown, you must be the one to conquer Prince John at his castle in Cornwall. If another lord is allowed to capture the crown, England will be theirs. Okay? And I'm going for 100%.
Hey, mate. Well, spend as much as you need. We can always steal more. Hey, mate, where shall they march?
Nice, very nice. Nah.
Hey, mate, where shall they march?
I'm not gonna bother with that stuff. Well, hello there, Friar
Greet you on
Tuck.
this fair morn, Robin Hood.
Nice day, isn't it, good Friar Tuck?
There are no friars in England, Robin.
And no outlaws. Come, Tuck, what news have you?
If indeed our aim is to tip John from the throne, we must concern ourselves with the safe return of the rightful king. The people are clamouring for the return of Richard the Lionheart, as his arrogant brother cares not for them.
Did Richard? He cared for his people by leaving his tyrant of a brother to rule, while he fought in his little crusade.
Richard had his faults, yes, but he ruled with a just hand. You know the people suffer greatly under John's rule, and England is divided. I believe only Richard's return can put the land to rest.
Very well, Tuck. I shall put aside what coins we can spare for his release. Between you and Marion, it is a wonder I get anything done.
That, my friend, is another conversation altogether. But no matter. I shall return periodically to collect for the ransom of Richard. Consider it well, Robin, for it is never harmful to have the people and their king supporting your cause.
My cause? This was never my cause. The things we do for women.
Indeedly.
Hey, mate. Join me for a drink later?
Greetings, Robin.
Let's start a tournament. Joust a tournament. Beautiful.
Lords and ladies, welcome to today's tournament.
I shall prove myself the better man once again.
Now to round one. King of Ivanhoe will take up the lance against Prince King John.
Yes, boys. Yes, boys. A knockoff. That's gotta be the most epic burn you can possibly give to someone when they've just lost. For the true king! Saying that to Prince John.
I care not for your gold. Your defeat shall be payment enough.
Okay, cool.
Wilfred of Ivanhoe challenges Geoffrey Longsword. The winner of this round will return home overburdened with both fame and coin. Lancing blows yield no points.
Oh, come on, really?
One point goes to Geoffrey Longsword.
Come on, then bring it on. Yes! Awesome!
Once again, my skills have served me well.
That's beautiful. Now I've got to win this one, or otherwise I lost one of my lands.
You have come so far, only to lose.
With the day coming to an end, we enter the final round. Wilfred of Ivanhoe challenges Master of Pompey. The winner will be declared tournament champion.
Damn it, man.
2 points go to
Oh, come on, really? Yes! Awesome. Champion! Victory! Yes, boys. That's now mine now.
Word of our cause spreads throughout the land, and each day the number of men who will take up arms against Prince John grows. Our ranks swell.
Ranks swell? Since when did we have ranks? Shouldn't we be disguising ourselves for one of the sheriff's pretend archery tournaments?
To win a war, one must have armies. Get used to it, my friend. And here comes a well-heeled gentleman. I'm not quite sure whether to pick his purse clean or take it to laundry for him. My lord.
John Little.
Little John. John Little is a shepherd. I am not.
My apologies, Little John. I thought your name a joke at your expense.
And I thought your face a joke at yours.
Enough, John. I apologize, Wilfred, for my acquaintance's behavior. Ever the bumpkin, he finds it difficult to dispose of his irrational prejudices.
No slight taken, my lord.
What is it that brings you here?
I have spoken with some of my fellows, and I have received word that many of them would join with you in battle, for the name of Richard Coeur de Leon emboldens men's hearts still.
Ranks swell.
Excellent, Wilfred. We could use more knights around here.
Indeed, there are knights in all of England who would fight for your cause, my lord. However,
Yes?
they are pledged to serve their current masters. They would be willing to break oath only if they were to receive compensation sufficient enough to ensure the continued livelihoods of their families, were they to fall upon the fields of war.
I see.
I suppose we all need a good enough reason to risk our lives.
Yes, for loved ones. That is a good enough reason for me. Very well, Wilfred. Notify your colleagues that my coffers are open to them. So to speak.
Yes, my lord.
Well. It seems that our aristocrats' friends
Not another word from you, John. When will you learn not to distrust every noble you meet? Have you forgotten Marion is of the nobility?
She is an exception. She is the exception.
Come. We must attend to our plans while there is yet light.
Let's do it.
Hey, mate. All right then, Robin.
What is your name? Very well, Robin. Greetings, Robin. Fare you well, Robin.
Hey, mate, where shall they march?
Let's continue. Oh yeah. Let's take it back.
What is your name? Very well, Robin. Greetings, Robin. Until later.
Yes, Robin. Where? You never have enough troops, eh? Hey, mate. All right then, Robin.
Alrighty then, guys. Thank you all so much for watching the video. I appreciate it every time. If you guys did enjoy it, I would appreciate you give it a like on the video, and also comment something. What do you call it? Helpful for the stream? Not stream. Comment something down below. Let's just say that. Comment something down below, and also subscribe for the next one, and to join the British Alliance. There's a Discord link in the description down below if you guys want to join that, have a chat with me about the series or the streams or anything like that, yeah. And also Twitch links are in the description down below as well. Everything you need to know about me is down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Robin Hood, Defender of the Crown. Peace out, everyone.
Next time on Robin Hood, Defender of the Crown.
Again, you missed my very point. The king is not England. England is not the king.
I feel like Wilfred's just trolling John. It's time to duel with Sheriff Nottingham.
That would be as impractical as waging war against all England.
Oh, that's such a nasty little burn that is.